Welcome to the Powerful Motivational Quotes. Here's a fictionalized, life-changing quote in the spirit and tone of Albert Einstein, designed to be reflective, empowering, and timeless, like a message he might give if he were speaking to this generation today. Imagination, more than knowledge, will forever be the light by which humanity finds its way. And yet, we have confused intelligence with memorization and creativity with distraction. I say to you now, do not aim to merely be clever. Aim to be curious. Be bold enough to question what others accept. Be humble enough to admit what you do not know. And be wild enough to imagine what could be, even when the world calls it impossible. You see, the greatest minds in history were not the ones who followed the map. They were the ones who drew it. They were not the ones who repeated answers. They were the ones who asked better questions. What is time if not a canvas for our courage? What is life if not a rare chance to marvel at the universe from the inside? People often say, I am only one person. And yes, you are. But so was Galileo. So was Newton. So was a patent clerk in Switzerland who once dreamed about riding on a beam of light, who dared to rewrite the laws of the cosmos with nothing but thought, paper, and fire in the soul. You see, it is not genius that changes the world. It is focus, discipline, imagination, a mind unshackled by fear. You must unlearn the idea that failure is fatal. Failure is the evidence of experimentation, and science, at its core, is simply the art of failing forward. Every formula that works was once an equation that didn't. Every truth we hold began as a rebellion against accepted belief. So I tell you, question deeply. Not to destroy, but to understand. To seek. To see. Never trade your wonder for certainty or your curiosity for comfort. The moment you stop asking questions, you stop expanding. And let me be clear, the world needs expansion. We have enough facts. We need wisdom. We have enough noise. We need thought. We have enough speed. We need direction. And that direction must come from minds that think beyond the obvious. Technology may advance. Machines may compute. But the spark of vision, of original insight, that belongs to you. Remember, the same laws of energy that govern the galaxies also govern your inner potential. You are energy. You are vibration. You are stardust with a mind that can dream, build, and transform reality. But this power comes with responsibility. Intelligence without purpose becomes destruction. Knowledge without empathy becomes tyranny. You must connect your mind with your heart. Let compassion guide your brilliance. Let humility guard your growth. Because no matter how many formulas you solve, if you forget the human spirit, you've missed the most important equation of all. Try not to become a person of success, but rather a person of value. Success is measured by comparison. Value is measured by contribution. You will be told to fit in. But fitting in is not the goal of a thinking mind. Stand firm in your convictions. If your thoughts isolate you, let them. Genius is often lonely, but never lost. As long as you remain true to what is real inside you, you will never truly be alone. And do not let age steal your wonder. Do not let systems shrink your dreams. Some of the most important discoveries were born in unlikely places, between coffee cups, in train rides, in dreams, in boredom. Make room for the unexpected. That is where truth lives. When I was young, I asked, what would the world look like if I moved at the speed of light? That question led to theories that reshaped time and space. But all it took was wonder, relentless, unreasonable, childlike wonder. So I leave you with this. Do not let your reality be limited by the visible. What matters most is invisible to the eye. Dream with logic. Think with feeling. Let your questions be bigger than your fears. And may your life be your most beautiful experiment. Because in the end, the true theory of everything is this: a mind that seeks, a heart that hopes, and a soul that refuses to give up. Sit with me for a moment, not just with your body, but with your whole being. There is something ancient in you, something wild, something infinite, and it has waited patiently behind every breath you've ever taken. What I'm about to say isn't meant to inspire you for a moment. It's meant to awaken something permanent, something life-changing, because somewhere along the way, you were taught to dim yourself, to wait, to seek permission, to earn worth. But the truth is, you were born worthy, born with breath, and that alone is proof that you carry purpose. You were not created to compete. You were not sent here to be small. You were born to remember who you are, and to become it fully, fiercely, unapologetically. Look around, most of the world is asleep, not because their eyes are closed, but because their hearts are. They wake up every day and forget why they're here. They trade meaning for comfort, trade purpose for approval, and then wonder why they feel hollow, even when everything looks perfect from the outside. But not you. You are here, reading these words because something inside you refuses to settle. You know there's more. You can feel it, even if you don't know where it leads. That feeling, that's your truth trying to reach you. That's the voice of your soul saying, it's time. Time to stop pretending. Time to stop living by fear. Time to stop repeating what no longer fits the shape of who you're becoming. Time to stop measuring your worth by the reactions of people who don't even know themselves. There will be days when the weight feels unbearable, when everything you've carried finally demands to be felt. And that's when you'll be tempted to numb, to escape. But hear me, the feeling is not the enemy. The feeling is the bridge. When you stop running from pain, you find power. And when you walk through the fire, you stop fearing the flame. You don't need to be fearless, you just need to be faithful. Faithful to the small voice inside that says, go again. Faithful to the version of you that has never given up. Faithful to the vision no one else sees, but you feel it in your bones. And no, your healing won't be linear. Your growth won't always be graceful, but you will rise. Because you were made of storms and stars. You were built to break cycles, not repeat them. You were made to end patterns that generations before you couldn't. You're the turning point, the evolution, the shift. That's why it feels so heavy sometimes, because you're carrying light into places where darkness has lived too long. And listen, you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step. You just need to trust the process, even when it's messy. The detours, they're not delays, they're refinement. Every heartbreak, every setback, every quiet night where you felt forgotten, none of it was wasted. Every part of it is shaping something in you that comfort never could. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become from it. So forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you do. Let go, not because it's easy, but because you're done carrying what isn't yours. Choose yourself. Not because no one else will, but because the day you do, everything changes. You'll walk differently, breathe differently, move differently. Not out of ego, but out of remembrance. Because there is a version of you who is already free, already whole, already at peace. And they are waiting on the other side of your decision. So decide. Decide that your past will no longer define you. Decide that your future is worth the discomfort of growth. Decide that your joy is worth protecting. Decide that you are not here to survive. You are here to live. And when fear whispers, what if you fail? You'll whisper back, what if I fly? You don't need the perfect plan. You just need the courage to begin. Because the moment you say yes to yourself, the universe rearranges everything in your favor. Doors you never noticed begin to open. People aligned with your truth begin to appear. And peace, the kind that isn't shaken by circumstances, becomes your resting place. So this is it. The turning point. The reminder. The reckoning. Not a quote to remember. A moment to become. Now rise. Not because I say so, but because you've always been ready. Listen now. Not with the ears on your head, but the ears on your spirit. This is not just a quote. This is a remembering, a reminder, a rising. You are not weak because you are tired. You are not lost because the path is unclear. You are not broken because you've been through hell. You are powerful beyond what you have dared to believe. But power does not scream. It whispers. And if you stay quiet long enough, it will speak. You have been conditioned to chase, to prove, to compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. But let me remind you, a seed does not bloom because it envies the tree. It blooms because it trusts the process. So breathe. You are not late. You are not behind. You are in season. Right now. This very moment. You are being shaped by something larger than your fear. Greatness is not loud. It does not arrive with fireworks and applause. It arrives in silence, in discipline, in choosing to rise on the days you'd rather stay down. It's born in the early morning grind, in the lonely hours of practice, in the nights where you battle your own mind and still show up the next day. That's where the real transformation begins. The world won't always see your effort. That's okay. It's not their vision, it's yours. Your dream was given to you, not them. Don't expect them to understand the weight of a fire they were never meant to carry. And yes, you will fail. You will fall. You will question why you even started. But hear this now. Failure is not a dead end. It is a detour, a teacher, a mirror showing you what must be refined, not what must be abandoned. Stop measuring your worth by likes, by followers, by titles. Your value was never in those things. It's in your resilience, in your kindness, in the way you get up when everything in you says, stay down. Do not wait for the world to give you permission. You are the permission. You are the reason. You are the beginning. You are the revolution your bloodline prayed for. You were not born to shrink into silence. You were not sent here to live small. You were born to take up space, to lead, to heal, to build something so real it echoes long after you're gone. Look around. Everything you see was once just an idea, a thought, a whisper. You are no different. Your vision is not too big. Your dream is not impossible. The only limits that matter are the ones you believe in. There will be distractions, doubts, people who laugh, people who leave. Let them. You are not chasing them. You are chasing legacy. So get up. Not because it's easy. Get up because it's worth it. Speak life into your own name. Walk like you know who made you. Move like the universe is backing your every step. Because it is. Don't just survive. Thrive. Don't just exist. Ignite. Become everything they said you couldn't. And when they ask how you did it, you'll smile and say, I never gave up. I remembered who I was. You are a force, a fire, a future in motion. And this is just the beginning. Sit with me for a while and listen, not just with your ears, but with the eyes of your heart. For the world moves quickly, yet the soul speaks slowly. In this silence, let me tell you a truth often drowned in the noise. You were not born just to survive. You were not sent here merely to gather wealth, to chase applause, or to conform to a world asleep to its own beauty. You were born to awaken, to remember, to rise. There is a fire inside you. Not the fire that burns, but the fire that illuminates. It is the ancient spark, the breath of the infinite, the echo of the first word spoken into the void. That fire, it has no fear. It has no need for validation. It simply burns, waiting for you to stop dimming yourself to fit into a world that fears too much light. But I know, yes, I know, how heavy the days can feel. I know the ache of loneliness, even in a crowded room. I know the weight of dreams that seem too far, the silence after prayers that seem unanswered, the nights where sleep escapes you, and the mornings that greet you with doubt instead of hope. Yet I say this, even in those moments, especially in those moments, the divine is near, closer than breath, whispering, keep going, you are becoming. You see, we all walk through valleys, the valley of loss, the valley of fear, the valley of not enough. But hear me, the valley is not your home. It is a passage. It is a sacred forge where gold is made from dust and wings are carved from scars. Do not build your identity around what you are going through. Build it around who you are growing into. Every soul has a season of invisibility, a time when no one sees your effort, your growth, your healing. And that is good, because in silence, roots deepen. In solitude, character forms. The strongest trees are not loud. They are simply unshakable. You may feel behind, but there is no late in the language of the soul. Time bows to purpose. And your purpose was written in ink that cannot fade. Your story is still being written, and the author does not make mistakes. So breathe. You are not lost. You are simply being refined. Walk slowly, but walk on. Speak kindly to yourself. Feed your mind with hope. Surround your days with meaning. And never trade your authenticity for approval. Let the world see your soul, not your mask. For the people who truly matter will not be drawn to your perfection, but to your truth. And when you fall, as you will, do not call yourself broken. Call yourself rising. Now go. Go with your head lifted by grace and your heart led by trust. The road is long, yes, but you were never meant to walk it without wonder. Remember, you are not here to impress. You are here to impact. You are not here to chase light. You are here to be it. Double asterisk. Athletes discipline. Every day you wake up, you are given a fresh opportunity. An opportunity to become better than you were yesterday. To rise up, to push beyond what you thought were your limits. To fight for the life you know you deserve. But here's the thing. Greatness doesn't happen by accident. It is built on the foundation of discipline, sacrifice, and unwavering belief in yourself. You're going to face challenges. Perhaps you already are. Life is going to test you to see how badly you want it. You're going to be knocked down, sometimes repeatedly. There will be days when you feel like giving up. But that is when you have to remind yourself, your story is not over. Your journey is not complete. Think about the storm. It's loud, it's violent, it can feel like the end of everything. But then, after the storm, there's a moment of calm. There's a moment of clarity. The sun rises and you see everything anew. That's what perseverance does. It turns chaos into opportunity. It turns obstacles into stepping stones. You are not defined by your setbacks, no matter how hard they hit. You are defined by how you rise, how you stand, how you move forward. Strength isn't just physical. It's mental. It's emotional. It's the resilience in your heart, the fire in your soul that refuses to go out. Remember, no one achieves greatness alone. No matter how strong you are, there will be moments when you need help, when you need support. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who push you to be better. And in turn, be that person for others. You lift as you climb. But the greatest journey is the one inside yourself. To find the strength to believe in your dreams, even when no one else does. To keep moving forward, even when the world around you seems to slow down. Your vision, your purpose, your goals are the compass that guides you. Never let anyone or anything cloud that vision. Success is not just about reaching the finish line. It's about the relentless pursuit. It's about the sacrifices you make. The hours you put in when no one is watching. The times you push through pain, through doubt, through fatigue because you know your potential. What you are doing today is shaping your tomorrow. It may not always feel like it. You may not see the results immediately, but trust me, the work you put in today is planting seeds for the future. Seeds that will one day grow into something bigger than you ever imagined. Don't be discouraged by how small your progress may seem. Every small step counts. Every small win adds up. You may not see the full picture right now, but just keep going. Keep pushing forward. When you find yourself facing darkness, when the world feels heavy, remember, you are not alone. Every single great person before you has walked through that same darkness. It's part of the process. The darkness makes the light even brighter when you finally reach it. Keep walking. Keep fighting. Look at how far you've come. Reflect on the battles you've fought. You've survived 100% of your worst days. That means you have everything inside of you to succeed. You have the strength to keep going, the determination to keep fighting. So let today be the day you decide to push forward. Let today be the day you stop doubting your potential. Let today be the day you start believing in your ability to conquer anything in your path. Scene: athlete crossing the finish line, arms raised in triumph. Remember this. You are not defined by what happens to you. You are defined by how you respond to what happens. And if you respond with strength, with purpose, and with belief, there is nothing you can't achieve. Scene: a wide shot of a sunrise, peaceful music swelling. Your future starts now. Your greatness starts now. Take that first step. Keep going. You're closer than you think. The finish line is in sight. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.